I want to do a quick vid on this today. Poison Spyder diff cover. Just got the Spyder logo painted, and I'm gonna go ahead and toss it on for you guys. I know it's not perfect. A, it's a little hard to do, but B, I kind of like it because no Spyder's actual logo is perfect on them. Plus, when you're looking at it from underneath the Jeep, it looks like that, which is perfect. So, anyways, we'll get this tossed on real quick, and a little bit more armor on the Jeep. Alright homies, this is a super easy install. I'm just kind of doing this so I can hang out with you guys for today. But basically all we're going to be doing is draining the fluid. There's a little plug on the back. All you have to do is use these smaller size sockets. You pull the plug, drain all the fluid, pull the cover off, and then clean it out, clean off the gasket seal. I like to use a wire brush. That cleans it off really well. And then I use some carb cleaner or engine, not degreaser, but just something that evaporates quickly like brake cleaner, and clean out a little bit from there. And then this is basically what the kit comes with. You have your new hardware here, which is really nice, your Loctite and your new plug. Super simple. Once you get the new one off, you put the new one, or the old one off, you put the new cover on there, torque it down. Specs are about 25 to 30 on everything. You can kind of confirm. And then as far as fluid goes, I just put some 75 W90. This is for the limited slip, which is perfect because it works for the back, but it's synthetic. I'm not worried about using it up front. If anything, it's going to be overkill for it. So there you go. I'm going to toss this in, show you a little bit afterwards, and get you guys on the road. That fluid actually looks really good, especially compared to the back, which makes sense because the back gets burned a lot more. And just make sure you clean the end of that off. It's magnetic. Shouldn't have any chunks on it. Something like this is normal, but don't. If you got chunks on the back of your sucker, you may need to look at some maintenance. Alright, when the fluid's pretty much out, just go ahead and pop the cover off. And there you go, it's off. So it did take some hammering and pounding, but just make sure you don't gnarl anything up, and it'll come off with some effort. Then what you're going to do is need to clean off this really well. That's where I use the wire brush. Also, what you're going to want to do is have some Teflon tape, and when you put your bolt back in, the bottom drain bolt, make sure you wrap it up. And there you go, all nice and clean now. I'm going to clean it up with a little bit of a brake cleaner, like I said, just to kind of get some of the last gasket remnants out. But from there, you're just going to build your new gasket with the Loctite. You can put it on top on here, or you can do it on the diff cover itself. I prefer to do it on the diff cover, but either way is fine. As I mentioned, everyone kind of has their own method, but this kind of just works best for me. It's just kind of a dab and continue. And you're just creating a bead along the whole cover, and that makes your new gasket. And just continue that all the way around. Use just enough that it'll spread evenly, but don't use so much that you're gonna run out, because that sucks. And there you have it. That's the final product. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put this on and bolt it up. Got it started now. What I like to do is start putting bolts in crisscross patterns, and then just kind of snug them in, and then tighten them all the way down to torque specs. after you're done. Like I said, you'll have to look up your own, but do it in a crisscross pattern. That way it keeps it evenly and helps it go on securely. Also, real quick note, as you go and tighten it around, you're gonna see the gasket filler coming out on the sides. That's normal, okay? Just don't over torque this. Stick with your torque specs and you'll be fine. Like I said, it is gonna leak out inside and outside, so that's normal. It's all filled up now. Got some Teflon tape on here. Gonna go ahead and reinstall that and torque it down. And voila. It should be good to go right now. If you needed to go like in an emergency situation, go run out and do some errands and stuff. The gasket stuff does take 24 hours to fully cure, but other than that, you're good. Your new diff cover is on, and now you're ready to go bash some rocks. Plus, you look cooler than all your friends who spent all their money on light bars and neon accessories. This isn't Fast and Furious, man. It's freaking off-roading.